Good morning, Night City! Yesterday's body count lottery rounded out to a solid and sturdy 30. 10 out of Haywood, thanks to unabated gang wars. One officer down, so I guess you're all screwed, cause the NCPD will not let that go. Got another blackout in Santo Domingo. Net runners are at it again, poking holes in the power grid. While over...
Hey, what's going on, everybody? You're probably gonna miss most of this, well, that sucks. Buses? You mean like, you're like driving? Oh, we're gonna get Taco Bell, okay. Alright, well, let's,
Hey everyone, feels great to have you back. So then, did you all hear about that Arasaka aircraft carrier docked in Night City?
alright, so I think,
Fujita, or
what was the
Vallejo?
deal? I'm supposed to
Apparently, the
retrieve
corpse
some
figured it was
relic or
safe in
something.
Japanese waters.
That's the job
Afraid some local
that
fishermen might
Dex wants me to do,
harpoon it for
but he wanted me to
scientific
do like
research.
2
But
jobs
honestly, it's quite the power
before
move.
that
Wonder
to
what
like
Milton
kind of
will
prove
respond with.
myself or whatever.
Maybe Myers will fly
Well,
over
I've
fucking
completed those
B-17
2
flying
jobs.
fortress over Arasaka HQ.
So I think the next
Man, that's
the next main quest or job that I'm gonna do is the main one that Dex wants me to do. But I think before I do that, I would like to try and do some side quests because or side jobs. I guess they don't call them quests in this game, they call them jobs. But yeah. So anyway, upload ping to the camera to find the access point. Wait. The gift. Is that? I thought I already did that. Yeah, I guess we could swing by there and see what the fuck it wants me to do now, because not quite sure. Oh yeah, I got attribute points I can apply now. What do I want here? We want cool. Technical ability. Explosive tech weapons. Body. Proficiency with light machine guns. Okay. Okay. Yeah, let's do this one, I guess. Okay, so now we get a perk. So let me see what perks I can do here. Increase. So do you have to like... Do you have to get all... Hold on, this says requires ref. Okay, so you have to get 9 to unlock any of this stuff up here, it looks like. Okay. But we can... Looks like I can unlock any of these. Shoot while sprinting. Reload weapons while sprinting. Okay. Plus 3% health from final charge of your health item. 15% recharge speed for health items when you've only used one charge. What else we got? Traceability. Quick hacks used on full health enemies. That one's actually, this one's kind of cool. Let's see, 40. Reduce sequence length. Wait, go back. Sprinting for each nearby enemy. For each percent of missing health. Reduce incoming damage. Huh. I think let's do this one. Alright. Alright. Oh yeah, we were gonna go to the still over here. Okay, so this allows me to fast travel to here. Okay. Yeah, so let me do this real quick. So I need to go... Okay, yeah, see, I've already been here, so I'm not sure what else I'm supposed to do here. There's... Wait, is it upload? Where, what? Bro. Up here. Turn off. I am actually not sure what they want me to do here. Upload ping to the camera? Oh, okay, I see. They're wanting me to hack this thing, basically. Wait, upload it? Is that different from execute? I don't know what the deal is. Use your personal link to connect to the access point and hack it. Oh, this? C. No, what are you doing? Yeah. Alright. Oh. That was it? Okay. Wait. So... Okay, I don't know. Okay, head to the afterlife. That's still the main mission, right? Okay, so I guess let's go here and see what this is. I'll have to go back here again. Okay, we're gonna go, I think it was here, right? Okay. Back to the map again. Yep. So we're just gonna go here.
시트에서 가장 핫하고 실감나는
Hey! Hey, you! I gotta get to a Ripper, man!
Bro,
I'll
what
pay
the
you!
fuck?
Alright. Great! Why are we standing here? To the car! Now!
Oh, okay. Well, here's our car, dude. Get in.
Satisfaction guaranteed, they said.
Let me guess. Mr. Stud XCV-19 series.
Yeah.
Is there a
I know my
light here?
implants, including the black market stuff.
Alright, I don't know.
Faulty
I don't
series.
see one.
Got recalled. Still selling it on the street, though.
Hey! Listen. Thanks for not laughing at me. Appreciate it.
It ain't easy, I'll tell you that.
Fuck you.
What the hell? It just goes into one lane? What the fuck? Oh. Bro, we're stopped here because like a shit ton of people are crossing the road. Bro, what are... Bro. my god, about fucking... Okay. Bro, everybody's just fucking... Okay, bro.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Bro!
You really gotta keep yelling like that.
You even know how much it hurts? Like I'm screwing
Dude,
a goddamn pencil sharpener!
People here drive like fucking
Suffer in
idiots, bro.
silence, Chum. Heard what doesn't kill
Jeez.
you makes you stronger. Oh,
Real fucking funny.
stand still.
What?
You better go around.
Seriously? Bullshit is this?
I can't. I can't. Faster. Faster. No. No, I can't. I can't. Stop. Stop the car.
The fuck? Homie, what in the fuck? The dude just fucking had his legs split from his body. Just out of fucking nowhere. Like, what the fuck? Homie. The fuck? Dude, that is some fucked up shit there. That's all I got to say about that. What the fuck? Okay. I mean, I wasn't even close to the destination yet. Like, fuck me, dude. Well, I don't know. Should I just go here and see what this one's about? Alright. Let's check it out. Hopefully I don't run into another dude whose legs spontaneously fall off the rest of his fucking body. Like, bro. Homie, I got the right of way. I had the green light. Alright, what's the deal here? You know, wild screaming headline. This is Maelstrom. Confirm a cyber psycho's behind this. Please do try to keep them alive. Okay, whatever. I have no idea what they're referring to. Oh, cyber psycho sighting. Nice. Got a new job. Hold on. Where is it? That's not this, is it? I don't know. I don't see any other thing here. Okay, I don't know. Okay, whatever. Here we go, another case where cars will not fucking move. And honking does no fucking good either. Okay, this is fucked. This is so dumb, dude. The fuck?
All units in the area. Disorderly conduct reported in Watson. responding. On my way, dispatch. Only because I like you.
All nearby units, the suspect is still at large in the area. All units, suspect has evaded patrol. Resume search immediately.
Bro, I don't even know what the fuck I did. Like, what? I mean, like, is passing a car on the lane of opposing traffic like warrant fucking like shooting at my car and shit?
I repeat, code 0 in this area. All units resume normal duties.
Whatever, bro. Back up a little bit. Okay. How do I... Suspected organized crime activity. Neutralize...
It is not mine! None of this meat! Cold, dead metal! All of it! What? What have I done to deserve this? To fall victim to Hinsa? It itches. Should it itch? Why do I feel anything? It is nothing but I'm feeling metal. Calm down. Forget your own soul. You must save his. Help! Someone please
What
help
happened?
me!
Your
Anyone-
implants, they look half done.
Done or not done? It is of no importance. A bhikkhu does not defile his body through cyber modification. It is against the Platimoksha. And yet, they knew about this. For me, there is no return.
Hold on. Somebody forced you.
Not just me, my brother too. They drugged us, desecrated my body. And all the while, they mocked me. How can you do this to a fellow human being and still mock them?
Makes no sense. Who'd go and do something like this? And why?
We were out begging for alms when they approached us. They laughed at us and asked if we would take implants as a donation. They looked more machine than human. They told us they would improve us like tools.
Maelstrom. How about your brother? He's still with him?
Yes, I was first. Then they were trying to decide how to modify him. You look like someone who can reason with these people. I beg you, please, help my brother. I only hope it is not too late. I do not wish for him to end up like I have.
Fine. I'll help. But just so you know, things might get ugly. Maelstrom doesn't mess around.
There must be some other way. Help us, please, but without any bloodshed. I beg you.
I'll see what I can do. Either way, your brother's getting out.
I do not know how to thank you. They're keeping him in a shop just north of here. You shall find it next to the road along the docks.
Buddhism and cyberware. Okay, so we gotta rescue this monk from Maelstrom, apparently. Also, holy shit, my door is completely missing. Is that just... oh. Okay, there's a dude there.
Clever little shit! Watch out!
Just been going crazy. Every time you'd have to take a piss, and then he'll start a next-gen Buddhist fellowship of, get this, full metal monks. You stole my fucking joke.
Please! Dharma has brought me peace. Do not deprive me of it.
You flop again and I'll rip your tongue out.
So this is where they're keeping our fellow brother.
Why?
Out! I'm going in! One down,
Nice.
Look out! I'm going in! Punch down!
Do not do this! Incantations against my beliefs. Please! I do not want them.
Nice. It's $800 skill shard. Gives XP for Shinobi. Can I like move this fucking... Wait. Really now? Oh my god. How stupid is that, bro? Yeah, it's just more ad shit. Well, sure am getting rich now, looting all their frickin' money. Okay, hold on. It's not letting me, okay. Hold on. There's like a whole other part to this over here. Oh wait, this is where, never mind, this is where I came from. Although there might still be some shit around here. I guess not. Okay. Generator. Okay. Oh wait. Nice. Okay, I guess we'll talk to this guy.
Calm down. It's over now. I'm not with them.
So, what are you doing here? What happened?
Glad I got here in time. Are you okay? Did they do anything to you?
I was lucky. They could not decide which implant would be funnier.
Cyber psychos. The lot of them.
One of them wanted to remove my jaw. The thought itself gave me shivers. Thankfully, did not get the chance. To what do I owe this intervention of yours?
Was walking by, caught some lame jokes about metal monks. Thing about Maelstrom, they're never just joking. Nah, the truth, your brother sent me. He didn't want the same thing to happen to you.
Thank you for coming to my rescue. But my life is not worth the deaths of others. One good deed does not justify the suffering you have sown. You have committed evil in its purest form.
I liked your brother more. You know, if it wasn't for me, you'd be a chrome cripple.
I appreciate your goodwill, but I cannot be grateful for the loss of human life you have caused. The suffering we commit onto others always find a way back to us. Always. Leave me. I must catch my breath before I go to my brother. It is him who needs saving now.
Okay. Dude. Remember game, pursue music. Okay. A power submachine gun. Nice. I think I might use that actually. I got another weapon here too. Man, we're just getting so many damn guns, it's nuts. Okay. Let me look at all my new guns and shit. We got a precision rifle, light machine gun. Okay, we picked up. Okay. Damage. I mean, these two are the same. Oh, okay. It's confusing because they put it in a different order. Okay. So I got 3 of the same weapon, basically. Okay, wait. What happened to that? I had another thing, I thought. Where did it go? Oh, here, this is it, isn't it? Yeah, do that one. I want that. Attach. Yeah, give me the... That's cool. Oh, I can level up again. Nice. We'll do the body this time, and then perks. Yeah, we'll do this. Alright. Okay, so now I'm free again, so I can do whatever. Shady grind. Want to make a quick eddy? Go here, learn about the gig. Okay. What is this? Oh. Find the cyber psycho. I don't know. Should I try and do a cyber psycho? I mean, I'm guessing defeating a cyber psycho is probably more difficult than like some other shit. Some of these side jobs. Okay. Let's see. I mean, I did leave the car outside, so I could just go back. Wait. And oh wait, I think. Okay. Anyway. Oh. All right. Hold on. Let me. Whoops. Let's see. We go here. Oh yeah, I had to fucking what? Whatever, dude. Wait. What? Yeah, shit. I missed the turn. Supposed to go this way. Wait. I just went right back to where I started. What the fuck? Okay, whatever. Yeah, that's right. It was over here. I forgot about this shit. Alright. So I think we say we were just gonna go here. Yeah. Just literally right over there. Alright, here we are. So I gotta find hostile area. Okay. Blood trail. Broken down car. Oh, what is it? Deep wounds, trace of alcohol. Brick's pet, or else the boss may find out. Makes more messes than he cleans up. Oh shit. What? Whoa. I don't even know how. Oh, okay, never mind. Well, that didn't really help. Alright. Damn, I needed a couple health packs for him. That was, he was just wait. Yeah, he was just using a goddamn machete, dude. Archive Rick and Ellis. Send the information to Regina? Oh, that's okay. This is what she was talking about here. Okay, guys, one of Brick's people tried to take revenge on Royce. Man, am I like getting any money for this shit? Okay, yeah, I guess I am. Still don't have enough to pay that one dude though. Job complete? Wait, what? Come the great reality check. True self becomes a victim to capitalism. Hold on, let me... Okay. Wait, there's some... Bar. No, what? There's like... I can't tell what that is. There's like something on the mini map. Some icon, and I can't... Oh, okay. Well, never mind. We don't want to... Well, hold on. Let me scan them. Let me just see here. Wanted. Zealot. Fanatic. Affiliation Maelstrom. Yeah. Alright, anything else? I guess maybe we could go to this gig here and just see. I don't know. I should get a gig, really. Yeah, there's quite a few of these, isn't there? Oh, okay, so the gigs are for Regina, I guess. Okay. Alright. Alright, so where's my car? My car. Oh wait, that's right. I didn't bring my car here. Hold on. Just make sure. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go to this one right here. Bradbury and Baron. Alright. That's not what I wanted to do.
But what they don't know, the real name for this thing they call cyberspace is actually...
Oh, what? This dude?
Pandemonium!
Didn't I
What
already...
is life without its body?
Like...
What are the beings of the net if not souls from beyond our plane of existence?
Okay, so...
I have heard their voices. Let they who yet live never cross that threshold, for their souls will join those ghostly ranks.
This is Night City. No one's got a soul to lose.
Mock as you will, unbeliever. You shall see who laughs last as you're engulfed in hellfire. Satan himself!
Laughs? What? See, now I'm skeptical. I heard the runner who wrote that Satan demon gave him a weak sense of humor.
You ask, who opened these unholy gates of the abyss?
No one's asking.
And I answer you, the techno-necromancers of Alpha Centauri! I recognize you. You come here often. Your eyes tell me that your mind has opened to the truth. Will you provide a humble donation so that I may continue my mission?
Humble. Sounds affordable. Just don't spend it on stupid shit.
Thank you. This has bought me a day or two.
Wait, what was that tracing your location shit just now?
Radio waves bear the truth. Let those with ears listen and those with
What was the
eyes
point of
behold.
that? That was dumb. Okay, well, whatever. Stupid ass shit. Okay, well. I think let's just go ahead and switch over to, Chaos Head now. And yeah. Save. All right. Here we go. Chaos Head. Ugh. All right, man. Where do we even leave off with this shit? What was the latest delusion that we went through? I don't even remember now. Oh yeah, so I think this is like the part where Senna starts getting weird. Oh, I think like didn't we? Okay, I remember I did a green delusion thinking it was for Kazupi, but then it ended up being Rimi showing up to go home with, or yeah, I guess walk back home with Takumi. So whatever. Oh yeah, and then the delusion after that was like it was like he suddenly saw this is back at his home. He suddenly saw Rimi in like different clothes. Like she was wearing the school uniform, but then like suddenly she was wearing like some casual outfit, and then she said she was gonna leave to go get something from the store, I think. But then like I think she forgot something, so she like came right back, and then she was back in her school uniform again. So yeah. Yeah, not really a whole lot happened the last time I streamed this. Senna's hot breath tickled my cheek. Her face was so close, I worried she might bite me. Why was this woman so violent and scary? I flailed my hands and by chance struck her on the cheek. Senna fell hard to the ground. She was clutching her cheek with her hand and looking up at me, slightly afraid. All trace of her earlier attitude was gone. Her eyes looked almost like she was about to cry. I'd never seen her look so weak and fragile before, and it stirred up a sadistic streak within me. All the anger that had been building up within me exploded out at once.
僕を舐めるな。
Those were fighting words, words I'd never normally use, but I said them anyway. Saying them felt good. I felt a lot better.
悪かった。でも、叩くなんてひどいだろ。
Senna looked up at me like she was about to cry. It made me want to say more. The way she was lying there, limp. The way her skirt had come up to expose her thigh. The way her long black hair trailed on the ground. It was all making me feel excited.
僕がやられてばかりだと思ったのか。確かに見た目は明らかに弱そうだもんな、僕は。明らかなドキュンを相手にするより僕みたいな弱そうなやつをいじめる方が楽だし楽しいだろう。調子に乗りやがって。僕だってやるときはやるんだぞ、このビッチが。いつまでも黙ってばかりだと思うなよ。
I couldn't hold back my anger anymore. I wanted to ruin this bratty little girl forever. I leapt on top of her, pinning her body beneath mine.
何を。
うるさい。
I grabbed her wrists so she couldn't move. She was beneath me, looking up at me. Until now, she'd always been looking down on me. But now, I was on top. The feeling of superiority was making my head spin.
やめろよ。離せ。
Her voice was the same as ever, but weaker. Wait, she was crying. In the end, I was a man, and so I was stronger than her.
頼む。こんなことやめろ。お願い。
I couldn't stop myself from laughing. Right now, this woman was under my control. She was mine to do with as I saw fit. I had no idea the world could be such a wonderful place. Why hadn't I just done this from the start? What was I so scared of? I couldn't believe that until now I'd been such an idiot.
たっぷり可愛がってやるよ。
おい、無視するな。
I came back to my senses and found I wasn't actually on top of Senna. In fact, she was still pinning me to the playground equipment. The sudden change in position had me feeling a little confused.
その力のことを誰に教わったんだって聞いているんだ。
I had no memory of being asked that at all. Had it happened while I was fantasizing about forcing myself on her? I had no idea what was going on, but Senna was still shaking me violently.
誰からだ？答えろ。天聖信仰会とは関係あるのか、ないのか。
Cosmic Church of the what now? I shook my head frantically. I couldn't breathe. I was going to suffocate. I was passing out, dying. I couldn't stay awake. Just before I passed out, Senna suddenly let go of me. I collapsed where I stood. I coughed and tried to force as much air into my lungs as I could. It was the exact opposite of the delusion I'd had a second ago. I felt even more pathetic. Was Senna my enemy after all? Was she working with Shogun too? If so, I had to get out of here.
関係ないならいい。悪かった。
Senna saw my confusion and looked momentarily annoyed, then sighed. She turned to leave.
よし、繋がった。
Okay, let's see here. Okay, so I think this is when he received the package from Shogun. Good. She picked up. Nope. Okay, well. Save. Yeah. Alright, red. Nanami hadn't picked up yet. Come on, pick up. Pick up already. She picked up.
ななみでしょ。返事しろよ。今どこにいるんだ。大丈夫なの。何か言ってよ。ななみ
I screamed into the phone, and then a voice spoke.
少しは落ち着いたら。
That voice was Shogun.
なんて。
I gasped in shock. I couldn't figure out why Shogun would answer when I called Nanami's phone. All I could do was repeat the same thing, like an idiot.
なんで。
メールの意味がわからなかったのかな。
信じない。こんなの信じない。
I will be right back. Okay, I am back. That's right. I didn't believe it. It was a delusion. My own delusion of what the worst case scenario would look like. But the reality wasn't too far off. Nanami still hadn't answered, and somebody's phone was ringing in my room. It was a cheerful melody, the complete opposite of my own mental state. I felt awful. Nanami's phone had to be in my room. It was the only explanation. I couldn't think of any other way to explain it, and I couldn't avert my eyes from reality anymore. Yeah, boy, here we go. Here's the scene. Alright. Red Delusion. Shogun. Shogun must have brought them all here. They were all being mind-controlled. I remembered how I'd seen Ayase fall this afternoon. In front of this huge crowd, with all of Japan watching on live TV, and everyone waiting to see what I would say, I would be forced to jump. And then there'd be nobody left to tell the truth. Dead men tell no tales. The psychic boy who tried to identify the new gen killer turned out to be the killer himself. A shocking conclusion. What an incredible twist ending. They'd come up with a story about how I'd kill myself to atone for my crimes. And the new gen murders would end with a shocking video. My body would slam into the concrete. My limbs would twist to impossible angles. My brain would splatter out of my shattered skull onto the concrete, and the whole country would see it. Nothing less would satisfy the viewers. That's how entertainment worked. It was so simple. All I had to do was die. Then everyone else would be happy. And not just everyone else. I'd be happier that way too. If I died, I'd never have to suffer or be scared again. Time to kill myself. I should kill myself. I was going to kill myself. I meant that too. It wasn't just something I was saying. The answer was so simple. I suddenly felt so much better. And feeling better than I had in ages, I flung myself into the sky. The night sky around Shibuya Station spun and spun. I fell. I could feel the wind on my whole body. It felt good. Look, everybody. I'm a bird.
ああ、死んじゃった。バッカじゃないのこいつ。
キモーい。
fuck this shit. Oh, now I have to remember the fucking sequence here, which I don't remember. Damn it. Alright, hold on. Fuck. I could see the sword someplace that wasn't here. Okay. Alright. So yeah, let me go ahead and overwrite this then. Okay, red delusion here. But Nanami, I thought I actually went through this already, but... Huh? Nanami? Nanami's my little sister. I care about her.
突き詰めれば他人っしょ。死んだら悲しいけどそれだけ。タッキーに何か害が及ぶ？
No.
自分の命と他人の命とどっちが大事？死んだらさ、世界が終わるんだよ。タッキーにとっての世界が終わるの。わかる？死んだらあとは何も残らない。死後の世界なんてない。天国もない。生まれ変わることもない。ただタッキーっていう一人の動物の生命活動が終わってタッキーはもう世界を観測できなくなるんさ。それって世界が終わるってことっしょ。つまりさ、タッキーが死んだらタッキーが観測してたナナミッチもどうせ消えるってことなんだよ。ナナミッチだけじゃない。リミッチもアヤセッチも、それにアタシもみんな消える。でもナナミッチが死んだだけならタッキーは消えないで済むし、タッキーの世界も消えないで済むんさ。ブラチューの最終回もちゃんと見られるし、来年発売予定のブラチューのゲームも私の新作フィギュアもちゃんと買える世界が残るんさ。ねえタッキー、死にたい？死にたくない？
Okay, red again.
警察の人が後でお話を聞きたいそうですよ。
え？
Hazuki's voice suddenly became cold. She wasn't even looking at me as she wrote something down on her clipboard.
妹さんを殺すなんてひどい人ですね。
What was she talking about?
あなたの家で見つかったそうですよ。死体。
What?
妹さんの手首を切り落として持ち歩いていたなんてまともじゃないわ。
僕は殺してない。
そう主張しているらしいですね。意味不明なことばかり言ってて話にならないっ って刑事さんがぼやいてました。心神喪失で無罪っていうのを狙ってるんですか？でもみんな思ってますよ。あなたが殺したんだって。
I felt an intense pressure in my chest, around my heart, and everything in front of me seemed to go dark. I didn't even know who I was anymore. I'd killed Nanami? That wasn't true.
この人殺し。
Suddenly, she stopped writing, and then she turned the clipboard to me. Bro, what the fuck? Suddenly, I realized I was back in the room. I'd just pulled the sheets aside from my body a moment ago, but now they were back on top of me. Hazuki wasn't standing at my bedside either. I looked around the room as I wiped away the sweat on my forehead. There was a knock, and Hazuki came in, looking a little surprised.
あら、西条さん、目が覚めたんですね。
She smiled gently at me. I froze and looked away from her.
お体の調子はどうですか？
She offered me a thermometer. I took it without really thinking about what was going on.
体温を測ってくださいね。
I gulped a little as I took the thermometer. It was the same. This was the same thing that had happened just a moment ago. Hazuki was acting like she'd just come into this room for the first time. I patted my armpit gingerly, scared at what I might find. I'd just put the thermometer under it a second ago, but it wasn't there. The other thermometer was gone. So, what happened a moment ago had been a delusion. I untensed, but I still wasn't ready to relax and let my guard down. Alright. So this is when he returns to he decides to return to school because he wants to see Rimi, but she's not actually there. And then everybody like makes fun of him for that whole Shibuya Center incident. Red. For instance, I could scream and get up out of my chair and start attacking one of the DQNs. It'd probably feel good to give one of those assholes what was coming to them. I slowly stood up. The DQNs were grinning at me, unaware that the hammer of justice was about to fall on them. I picked up my chair. Holding it above my head, I walked over to the DQN who was the first to make fun of me. He was so shocked the grin was still plastered on his face.
Huh?
I brought it down hard on his head. I could feel the impact reverberate through the chair and into my body. He collapsed, a pool of blood spreading out beneath him. There was silence in the classroom for a moment. And then chaos. The boys and girls screamed, looking at me with terror in their eyes as they fled. I took a moment to enjoy their fear, and then brought the chair down again at full force on the unmoving DQN. The DQN's body twitched, but he was either unconscious or dead, because there was no sound coming out of his mouth. I started to get scared. If I didn't finish him off here, he might get up and attack me. He was a DQN, so he might have a knife in his bag or something. My life was already over, but that didn't mean I wanted to suffer any pain. I had to kill him. I couldn't stop until I was sure he was dead. I hit his head a third time with the chair. And then again. And again. And again. And then one more time. I stayed in my seat, looking down at my desk and enjoying my delusion. That was awesome. I'd been indulging in a little splatter horror. I wished I really could kill them, though. Okay. Well, we got Kazupi Delusion, so we'll do the green for this one. Green? Okay, wait, what are we talking about here? Why was I hearing things? You're not hearing things. I see. So it's a delusion then. So those blood-covered DQNs were probably a delusion too. It has to be a delusion though. Just like Seraton. The voice had to be coming from some new wife that I'd made up for myself. Don't worry, Seraton, you're still my wife. And anyway, I didn't recognize this kind of stupid-sounding Kazupi character at all. So what is it then? Don't tell me it's the transfer student in front of me. She looks like she's trembling in terror. She gave a little nod. Huh? No way. That was just a coincidence, right? Or maybe she'd only looked like she'd nodded and I was mistaken? That's impossible. There's no such thing as telepathy. What the heck does Unyu mean? For some reason, the transfer student looked sad too. It was strange. Crap. This was getting aggravating. Fine, Kazupi. Prove you're the transfer student.
証明
Tell me your measurements.
西条くん変態たいなのら
So you can't answer, huh? Which means you are a delusion.
コズピー自分のスリーサイズなんてあまり測ったことないの
Okay, just the bust then. Give me a general number.
恥ずかしいのら
This conversation that was taking place in my brain was so perverted. I was kind of freaking myself out.
73くらいです
The transfer student did appear to be completely flat, so that matched. By the way, I liked flat girls too. For some reason, the transfer student's face was bright red. Her tiny body seemed to get even smaller as she shrank back from me. It was just a coincidence. The voice and her reactions were linked, but it was just by chance. And anyway, that didn't prove anything.
ちゃんと答えたの
But how would I know what the transfer student's bra size actually was, though? If I told her to let me measure it, she'd call the cops on me. Fine. What's your birthday?
それなら簡単なのら11月13日だよ
Well, I had no way of knowing if that was true either. If I was social enough to be capable of asking a girl I'd barely even met what her birthday was, I would have had a girlfriend a long time ago. Suddenly, the transfer student started to rummage through her bag. She took out something and offered it to me. It was a student notebook, and a brand new one, too. I flipped open the front page to see a photo of her and the name Kazue Orihara, along with her birth date. Her birth date. I checked the date. It read November 13th.
え、嘘でしょ
Come to think of it, this name, according to her student notebook, her name was Kazue Orihara. Kazue. Kazupi.
まさか
だから最初からそう言ってたのらコズピーなの
So this wasn't a delusion?
だから価値はなくないよ
Okay. Oh yeah, and then this is where she shows him her D sword. Okay, we're gonna go green on this one as well. Where could she be keeping so much power in her tiny body? It had to weigh more than 5 kilograms by my estimate. Kazupi must have read my doubts because she turned toward me and gave me a hesitant smile.
コズピーは匠さんを守るためだけに作られたアンドロイドなのら
はい
Did you just say android? What anime is that from? Kazupi ignored my shock and made a cute little fist with one hand.
匠さん P がドッカーンってするのら。ちなみにコズピーはメイド機能もあるの。だからこれからタクミちゃんと一緒に住んで身の回りのお世話もしたいのら。
I see. That would be handy. I was willing to accept that Kazupi was an android, maybe. But for that to happen, there was one thing I wouldn't budge on.
エッチなことをできる機能はありますか？
I asked my question hesitantly. Only after I spoke did I realize how ridiculous a question it was. As I was wondering whether or not to apologize, Kazupi's cheeks flushed.
エッチなこともできるの。夜のご奉仕頑張るの。
Yes, yes! I had a combat maid, and one that could service me at night, too. Just like an H game. Talk about coming loaded with options, lol. Japan's technology is the best in the world. As I indulged myself in a ridiculous delusion, Kazupi was walking around the shop holding her sword. She wasn't making any effort to hide the weapon at all. Senna had been the same way. I'd seen her carrying her gigantic D-sword down the middle of Shibuya without any regard for the people around her. They didn't seem to care that other people might stare. Both Senna and Kazupi had something very wrong with them. Oh man, kind of weird to have a delusion here because I don't know if it's gonna trigger a flag for Kazupi or for Senna. I guess I'll go green here. Senna frowned for a moment before taking the winning stick.
ありがとう。
I was shocked into silence. I'd never in a million years imagined Senna would say something like that to me. Senna must not have realized how I felt, because she gave me a quick look and said,
お前、優しいな。
She whispered that before turning away from me just as quickly. Did I imagine it? Or were her cheeks a little red? Anyway, since she'd said thanks, my opinion of her had changed a little. I thought she was scary, but she could actually be pretty cute.
セナさんは今ので。
Kazupi spun around where she was standing and looked at the two of us with a happy smile.
たくみちゃんのこと好きになっちゃったのら。
小杖、何をバカな。
顔がプッポーってなってるの。
うるさい。
Hey, that line just now. That was right out of Azure Eye June, the original Tsundere game. When I let my grin show on my face, Senna pointed a finger at me.
お前もニヤニヤしてるんじゃない。
I'd never seen Senna be so cute like this. I guess it was because she was so flustered. Feeling mischievous, I decided to play a little trick on her.
ガルガリ君は好きですか？
悪いか？
どの辺が？
美味しいだろ。
それだけ。
あと、かわいい。
Senna still pouted as she spoke, even though that didn't make any sense. Could a popsicle really be cute?
アイスがじゃないからな。ガルガリ君がかわいいんだ。
I see. She meant the brand's mascot. Was he cute?
あのイガグリ頭が最高だ。抱きしめて頬ずりしたくなる。
Senna's eyes were those of a maiden in love. Well, everybody had their own preferences, I guess. Okay, so here they're taking a photo together. The photo it took, and okay, that was nothing. Alright, we're in chapter 8 now. Okay, so where are we? What's this scene here? Remi's visiting his place again. Remi asked me for the impossible as she sat down on my sofa. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Okay, red. Yeah, we need to skip this and then. Okay.
ああ、そうですか。そういう態度なら私、帰る。勝手にすれば。
I could hear Remi standing up. I turned around in surprise, and she was heading towards the door. I tried to tell her to stop, but I was in such a panic I couldn't get the words out. Suddenly, she stopped and turned her head to look back at me.
妹さんのこと、心配？
え？どうしてそれを？
I hadn't said a word about Nanami to her.
独り言、ブツブツ言ってたから。ねえ、私と妹さん、どっちが大事？
Oh, that was the worst question imaginable. You know how it is. There are mean girls out there who like to ask questions they know you can't answer. They only care about themselves and they don't care about you at all. I never thought I'd actually hear those words spoken in real life, though. This was the ugly part of 3D girls. In the end, Remi was just another one of them. To be honest, I was disappointed. I felt stupid for even trying to open up to her. I should have known that 3D could never beat 2D. I decided to just stop hanging out with her altogether. All of my interest in her instantly faded, and I let out an annoyed sigh. I wasn't going to stop her from leaving. In fact, I wanted her gone right now. But then, Remy did something unexpected.
答えて。私か、妹さんか、どっちか選んで。
She took what looked like a paring knife out of her bag and put it up to her wrist. I was stunned and terrified.
私を選んで。私だけを見て。
Bro, this is kind of a weird thing to, like, ask that about his own sister. Was that supposed to be a threat? Was this who she really was? Was she actually insane?
お願い。私を見てよ。
君は僕だけを見てくれてないじゃないか。
I made the mistake of giving her a serious response. You were supposed to just ignore crazy girl threats. I regretted it, but it was too late.
見てるよ。
Her voice was horribly cold. Her eyes were bloodshot. There was a mocking smile on her lips.
だから、邪魔者は排除するの。あなたの妹をさらったのも私だし。
You're lying.
タクに選んでもらうためなら、私、こんなことだってするよ。
And then Remy took the knife that was pressed up against her wrist and slowly began to draw it across her skin.
やめろ！
やめろって何が？
Suddenly, I was staring at my computer monitor again. I could hear Remy behind me. She sounded confused. I quickly turned around and saw she was sitting on the sofa. She had a manga in her hand and was looking at me, stunned.
タク、顔色悪いけど、どうかしたの？
うん。
Oh, it was just a delusion. That one scared me.
メールだよ、ボケナス。あ、今の何？
The fuck? Remy had just heard my Seraton email voice. That was really embarrassing. Okay, so let's see where we're at here. Okay, so this is where they visit ISA in the hospital, and Remy says she's going to use the restroom, and so they go on to ISA's room without her. Okay, yeah, we'll just do red again here.
どこ行ったんだ？
さあ。
The The window was open. The wind was blowing into the room, making the white curtains billow. I wandered over to the window. I didn't go to look at anything. I didn't go to close the window. It was just a sudden urge with no real reason behind it. I stood at the window and went to look up at the sky. Then I saw a shadow. Something fell down silently from above. And for a second, my eyes met with its own. The shadow disappeared. I heard the loud sound of something smashing into something below.
Nanda!
I collapsed where I stood. My body started to shake violently. I'd realized what it was that I'd just seen. Ayase Kishimoto. She'd fallen from above and then hit the ground. If I looked out the window, I'd see her there, covered in blood, brains splattered all over the pavement. Just before she died, our eyes had met. I was the last person to see her, and I was the last person she saw while she was alive. An awful scream poured from my mouth as I put my hands to my head in terror.
見ろよ、タク。変な本があるぞ。
I looked up in shock when Misumi said my name. I was standing in the corner of the room, nowhere near the window. I ran over to the window and looked out. Ayase was nowhere to be seen below me. Whew. It was just a delusion. I almost collapsed where I stood, but managed to grab on to the windowsill. Wait. And the 7th was... Okay, I'm pretty sure we saw that before, so I don't know why. Okay, here we go. Another delusion. I think we're getting through these pretty fast. Alrighty. Okay, so this is the part where where Ayase is returned to her hospital room, and now she's saying a bunch of, well, she's telling Takumi a bunch of stuff about the, whatever, the 7 nights and all that shit. Red. As he passed by me, he put his hand on my shoulder.
俺もうついていけねえや。あとは任せた。
He let out an annoyed sigh and went to leave the room. Ayase finally spoke to him for the first time, but for some reason, there was a stern look on her face.
逃がさないわよ。
あ？何何？俺の相手してくれんの？
ええ、そうね。あなたが邪神王の使いだということは分かっている。
What? Was this some new part of her fantasy? Misumi looked really annoyed to be forced to play a role in whatever was going on in her head. Most people would be. Even as a joke, it wasn't funny at all. But Ayase was, it seemed, dead serious.
匠
Ayase said my name and then tossed me a small paring knife. She must have been hiding it beneath the sheets. Confused, I fumbled and grabbed it. There was a cover on it, thankfully, or I would have cut myself badly.
そいつを殺すのよ
Him. As she spoke, her gaze was locked on Misumi. What the hell was going on here? I held the knife in my hand with no idea what to do.
おいおい。殺せときたか。いくらなんでも、それはひどくね？まあ、岸本に嫌われてんのは分かってたけどよ。まさか面と向かってそんなこと言われるとは思わなかったぜ。それで、なんだっけ？グラビトーン？邪神？何のことだか俺にはさっぱりわかんねえんだけどな。たく、とりあえずナイフを置けよ。岸本の妄想に付き合うな。
妄想じゃないわ匠そいつの言葉を信じないで
Misumi took a step away from Ayase, his lips pressed tight with fear.
お前、異常だぜ。
匠早く殺すのよでないとグラジオールに君の存在が筒抜けになってしまうわ
I quietly gave the knife back to Ayase.
匠
君の言ってることはめちゃくちゃだよ。
She looked up at me with sorrow in her eyes. Don't look at me with those eyes. I can't kill Misumi. All this stuff about Gladiale didn't matter. If I killed somebody, I'd be a criminal. There was no way I was going to let that happen. That was all.
さすが親友。お前なら俺を選ぶって信じてたぜ。タク。
Misumi patted me on the shoulder. And subtly, very subtly, his hand went for the knife on Ayase's lap.
じゃあな。電波女。
In a single smooth movement, he grabbed it, slid off the cover, and swung it. Blood spurted out from Ayase's neck. I could feel its heat as it fell on my face. Ayase's eyes were wide with shock, staring at me. She slowly fell backward onto the bed. The white sheets began to turn red with blood.
やっちまったな、タク。今のが最後のチャンスだったんだぜ。グラジオール復活を阻止するためにな。
I couldn't even scream.
正しかったのは岸本の方だったってわけだ。
As he spoke, he climbed on top of Ayase. He dug the knife into her eye socket and ripped out her eye without the slightest hesitation. Her body didn't move at all, even as the knife went in. He glanced at me, smiling cruelly.
その目誰の目?
I came back to my senses. Ayase wasn't covered in blood. She was just sitting on the bed. Misumi was nowhere to be found. Was that a delusion? I let out a deep sigh. What an awful delusion. Feeling guilty, I apologized to Ayase in my mind. Ayase, for her part, was still rambling. She hadn't noticed anything at all.
なんだ、それじゃあ必死にごまかそうとしてたのがバカみたいじゃない。
Okay, I will be right back. Take a quick break. Okay, I am back. Okay. Red delusion again.
あなたはもうずっとこの病院に入院してたんでしょって。
え？どういう意味だそれ。
あのね、岸本さんは退院なんてしてなかったの。
Rimi seemed a little proud as she shared this information with us.
たまにしか学校に来なかったのもこの病院から無断で通ってたから。ライブだってそう。そしてニュージェネ事件は岸本さんが生み出した妄想を彼女自身の手で実行したものだったの。ファンタズムの歌詞の通りに事件を起こしたのよ。それによって注目を浴びるために。それが私の推理したニュージェネ事件の真相。さっき思い切って岸本さん本人にぶつけてみたんだ。そしたら叩かれちゃった。
That's not funny. Anybody'd get mad if you accused them of being a murderer with no evidence. Oh, but wait. Rimi hadn't gotten mad when I'd accused her of being the new gen killer.
でも私の推理は間違ってないはず。たく、気をつけてね。岸本さんは異常だよ。
I couldn't believe Rimi would say such a thing. I thought I'd misheard it.
私は正常よ。
I heard a clear voice call out. I looked and saw Ayase standing at the entrance to the building, holding her D sword.
すべては大いなる意志の導き。
She screamed, running at us with the blade.
おい、逃げようぜ。
タク、どうしよう。
どうしようって。
グラジオールに栄光あれ。
There was clearly something wrong with Ayase. She was heading closer and closer to us. Crap. I needed to run. I needed to run or she'd kill me. I was so panicked that I stumbled as I turned to flee. I landed face first on the ground.
諦めろ、リミ。
The two of them fled, leaving me behind. I reached out toward them as they got smaller and smaller in my vision.
待って、置いていかないで。
死ねー。
I turned around just in time to see Ayase standing above me, holding the D sword high above her head.
おーい、タク。何ぼーっとしてんだ。行くぞ。
Misumi was calling me. Rimi was standing next to him, waving. I blinked and looked around me. There was no sign of Ayase. I wasn't hurt. I hadn't been stabbed.
もうそうか。
I thought she'd killed me. I never wanted to see Ayase like that in real life.
タク、早く来いって。
I quickly chased after them. Okay, let's see here. Is this the part where Senna tries to attack him? Rimi rejected my offer.
私、行きたくない。
I'd never thought she'd refuse. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Rimi had always done whatever I'd wanted. She'd always been there to help me. She'd always been there to support me. So I thought she'd say yes to whatever I asked. But I realize now that I was silly for thinking she'd always say yes. I'd been arrogant. I'd treated her like a tool.
そう。
それに。
Rimi turned away from me. She wrapped her arms tight around her body.
それに、タクも行かない方がいい。
それってどういう？
実家には戻らないで。
Her voice was clear and unhesitating, like she was giving me an order. I didn't understand. I didn't know what would make her say that. What look was on her face right now? I didn't understand.
わけがわからな。
あなたは何も知らなくていい。
There was a tension in her voice, a sense of urgency. She was like a totally different person than she'd been before.
ここでこのコンテナハウスだけでずっと生きていけばいいの。そうしてもらわないと困るんだ。
She needed me to do that? Wait, this was a delusion, right? Right? And suddenly, a high-pitched sound stabbed my ears. It was like a girl's scream. Okay. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, is this... Okay, yeah, that's nothing. The delusions synchronize. She spoke quietly. Okay.
少なくともあの時、あの場所では4つの妄想がシンクロしてた。
Okay, we're running out of save spots here, it looks like. Save slots. Yep. This is the last page. We're in chapter 9, so... Alright, red delusion. Nope. There are at least 4 delusions synchronized. Here's my new gen killers and cut her off. Put my hands tight over my ears. And...
これ以上妄想しちゃダメ。
As I tried to escape into a delusion, Rimi's voice pulled me back to reality.
So そりゃ新作じゃねえよ。先週出た。
Okay, so basically he was stopped from even having a delusion that last time, which is interesting. 4 numbers in the contact list. Rimi's, Nanami's. Yeah, this is where he, like, tries to kill himself by, like, just walking out in the middle of traffic. I took a heavy, slow step forward. I found a spot without a traffic light. I staggered out into the road. It felt like salvation was waiting for me there. The bright flash of a car's headlights, the piercing noise of a car's horn, the unnerving sound of screeching tires. Come on, kill me. I'm not real. I'm a monster. A hard impact near my stomach. My body bent forward. I rolled up onto the hood. Terrible pain. Something hard hit the back of my head. My vision blacked out. I could hear the sound of my bones shattering in my head. It was like I was underwater. I couldn't breathe. I bounced off. I rolled. My limbs flailed. The pain burnt my nerves to ash. Whew. Now I can finally die. I opened my eyes and saw I was on the sidewalk. The road where I'd been struck was right in front of me. I looked at my body. It was unharmed. No blood, no pain. I felt like I'd become a ghost. I wished I would become a ghost. But if I had, I should have seen my corpse in the road. And I couldn't see my body. I couldn't see the car that had hit me. A delusion? I wasn't pretending to want to die for sympathy. I really wanted to die. I jumped out into the road again, hoping that this time I could find salvation. The bright lights of a car's headlights, the piercing noise of a car's horn, the unnerving sound of screeching brakes. Come on, kill me. I'm not real. I'm a monster. A hard impact near my stomach. My body bent forward. I rolled up onto the hood. Terrible pain. Something hard hit the back of my head. My vision blacked out. I could hear the sound of my bones shattering in my head. It was like I was underwater. I couldn't breathe. I bounced off. I rolled. My limbs flailed. The pain burnt my nerves to ash. Okay, this is the exact same thing again. What the fuck? Whew. Now I can finally die. I opened my eyes, and again, I was on the sidewalk. Why did I keep trying to escape into my delusions? Did I screamed with a shaking voice. I ran out into the road again. The bright lights of a car's headlights, the piercing noise of a car's horn, the unnerving sound of screeching brakes. This time, please, let me die. Nothing had changed. I felt like I was going crazy. Did I actually not want to die? Or was I already dead, and this was me dreaming? Maybe my brain gained some kind of supersensory powers just before its death, and I was hallucinating this scene again and again in the single second before I was about to die for real? Not a chance in hell. I tried to run out into the road again, mostly out of sheer frustration, but my legs were shaking. I couldn't move from where I stood. I'd seen delusions of my own death 3 times. The pain I'd imagined felt real, and it terrified me. It made no sense. I wasn't even sure how I felt anymore. Did I want to die? Or did I want to live? Which was it? I clenched my jaw. I closed my eyes. I told myself again and again that I wanted to die. Only then was I able to move my legs forward. Even with my eyes closed, I could feel the headlights shining on me. I could hear the ear-splitting sound of the horn, the awful sound of squealing brakes getting closer and closer. Please, just run me over and kill me. My wish was denied. I was back on the sidewalk in perfect health. Why? I fell to the ground and started to cry. I didn't want to live. I wanted to be saved. Please, release me from this shitty video game. Okay. Right back into another delusion. Red.
だったら消えればいいっしょ。
消えてやんよ。消えてやる。
I got out the box beneath my bed. If I remembered right, I kept a knife in there. For a while, I'd had this ridiculous idea that walking around with a knife made you cool. Looking back, it was idiotic. I'd stopped when the police had started doing more stop and frisk stuff. Sure enough, there was a folding knife in the box, among keychains, trading cards, and old pens and pencils. I flipped open the blade. It shone strangely in the light. It was a little rusty. I hadn't taken it out in almost a year. But if I was going to slit my wrists, what would I care about some rust? I was holding Seraton in my left hand. I held the knife up against my wrist. The blade felt chilly against my skin. The cold made me think of death. I closed my eyes. I took 3 deep breaths. All I had to do now was drag the knife hard across the skin. Just a single motion of my right hand, and it would all be over. My heart was pounding. My non-existent heart sounded like a loud drum beating in my chest. What did it care? It wasn't even real. My head felt like someone was pouring cold ice into it. I couldn't stop shaking. If anything, My body's shaking was just getting even worse. What did it care? It wasn't even real. Cut. Slit your wrists. Then you can disappear. I screamed, trying to work up the energy to die. Okay, I am not reading all that. The shaking was so violent that I dropped my Seraton figure. The knife was still pressed up against my skin. The hand holding it was shaking too. I threw away the knife and curled up in my chair. It was so pathetic. I didn't even have the courage to die. My life was worthless, but I couldn't even die. I was a disgusting monster, and I couldn't even end my own life. I was so pathetic, so useless. I didn't even really want to live. I was just scared of dying, scared of disappearing. What did I care? I'm not even real. In the end, I just had to hope that somebody else would kill me. I couldn't do it myself. I was such a failure that I couldn't even kill myself without other people's help. Seraton was smiling. I felt disgusted at myself for making her say those things. I was a worthless piece of shit. Alright, another delusion. That voice. Let's see, wait. Okay, so I guess somebody's at his door now. No. How? Oh, sorry. I was supposed to do my red delusion here. Okay. It was Nanami standing there. But for some reason, she was soaked even though it wasn't raining. Drops of water were pouring off her school uniform. Her head was slumped forward, and her face was hidden by her bangs. I couldn't see her expression. Just a second ago, she'd been yelling at the top of her lungs, but now she wasn't saying a word. She stretched out an arm towards me. It was her right arm. There was no hand attached to the wrist. The stump was hidden by her sleeve, and I couldn't see it clearly, but her hand definitely wasn't there. It was a low voice that didn't sound like Nanami at all. Slowly, Nanami looked up. Her skin was pale and rough. Her lips were a dark black. Her eye sockets were hollow. There were no eyeballs in them, just pools of blackness. A maggot crawled out from the sunken hole. This was a corpse. Nanami's corpse was moving and talking. Nanami's left hand grabbed me by the throat. It stank. It was so cold I shivered. Her grip was incredibly tight. It was hard to believe a girl could be so strong. Not even many boys were this strong. It felt like my neck's bones were going to shatter. It hurt to breathe. I coughed. Her grip got tighter. I was going to die. I flailed my hands, but stopped just as quickly as I started. If you're going to kill me, then come on, do it. It made me feel a little better knowing that Nanami's ghost would be what killed me. It was my fault she ended up like that. She was the perfect person to do it. So, come on. I closed my eyes. I let her do what she wanted. Come on, snap my neck. Do it. Nanami's corpse disappeared. Instead of standing at the door, I was sitting on the sofa. I was holding Seireton in my hand. Nanami was standing in my room talking. She had a bandage on her right wrist, but her hand was there. Her skin looked normal. Her clothes weren't wet. Her eyes were there. I realized that what I'd just seen was a delusion. It was disappointing. Why did it have to be a delusion? Why couldn't it be real? Bro, this guy is so fucked up.
お兄、もしかしてお腹空いてる？
She saw my sigh and leaned over me.
だからさっきから全然元気ないんでしょう。しょうがないから、ナナがなんか作ってあげるよ。何がいいかな。あ、そうだ、オムライスにしようかな。最近、卵を半熟にするのがマイブームなんだ。すごいでしょ？お兄も一人暮らしなんかしなかったら、ナナのおいしいおいしい半熟オムライスを食べられたのに。もったいないことしたね。
Nanami was still talking. She seemed like she was in a really good mood, too. Normally, all she did when she came here was complain. Was this the real Nanami? She didn't sound anything like she had on the phone. It was almost suspicious how different she seemed. I started to wonder if maybe she was a delusion. The whole world was just a delusion taking place inside my brain. Me and everything I was seeing right now, all delusions, all fake. Even if she was real, though, I didn't care. I was a delusion. I wasn't her real brother. We weren't even related. I didn't want to think about anything.
Nanami.
I called out to the girl in front of me who might or might not be my sister.
お前が本物でも偽物でもどっちでもいいよ。
There was only one thing I wanted now.
僕を殺してくれないか。
Okay, is this... I mean, shit, we're like pretty damn... We're pretty close to the end now, and they're still hasn't been any, like, major, like, changes in the story. So I'm wondering if we're just gonna get the same ending we got before. Hold on a second. Okay. Second shot. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do red again here. Everybody was looking at me. Okay, yeah, this is where he goes back to the Shibuya Center again, in the hopes that somebody there will kill him. I thought they were all going to laugh and humiliate me like they did before. I tensed up. The trauma from last time made me freeze. Then somebody bumped into me from behind. It was more like a slam, actually. Caught off guard, I staggered forward and just barely kept myself from falling. I turned around to see what looked like a salaryman in his 20s. It was somebody I'd never seen.
Oh, すっげえ。こんな感触なんだ。
He was staring down at his own hands and whispering something I didn't understand. I thought it was just somebody's idea of a prank before I felt the sudden heat around my waist. I felt something strange there, like something was hanging off it. It started to ache. Then came the pain, the burning pain. I winced and looked down at my waist. I saw what looked like the hilt of a knife sticking out of it. No, it wasn't just sticking out. I'd been stabbed. The pain got worse. I noticed that my pants were wet. Then I was shocked to see that they were wet with my own blood. A girl, a fashionable-looking girl who seemed to be in college, came up to me from the front with a kitchen knife in her hand. I didn't even have time to dodge her. The girl's knife stabbed deep into my stomach. She ran off, excited. The next thing I knew, I was surrounded. Students, businessmen, young men, middle-aged women, and they all had knives in their hand as they grinned at me. The 4 big TVs in the square all had the same caption on them. The "Let's Stab Takumi Nishijo, the Fake Psychic Party" is going on now. A line of people waiting their turn formed in front of me. Everyone was standing in a neat row, waiting for their turn to stab me. Next, it was a fat, dark-skinned high school girl. She stabbed a knife into my side. I was too stunned to think, too stunned to even feel pain. all I could do was stand there.
手に血がついた。マジ最悪なんだけど。
A balding salaryman in his 50s pushed her out of the way, knife in hand.
ストレス解消だ、俺。
He stabbed me, pulled out the knife, and stabbed me again.
こりゃいい。
There was a knife in my back and 3 in my stomach. I looked like an idiot with these knives hanging out of me. But it wasn't over yet. The line of people waiting to stab me was only growing longer. They were all waiting with bloodshot eyes for a chance to kill me. The pain reached my limits, and I almost fell over. But the first member of the crowd to stab me grabbed me from behind.
みんな並んで待ってるんだから。 倒れちゃダメだろ。
He spoke, then I felt more pain at my back. A cold, hard blade pierced my skin and flesh. Stop, I tried to say, but then I forced myself to fall silent. In a sense, wasn't this what I wanted? I wanted them to kill me, right? They were just giving me what I wanted, right? I couldn't tell them to stop. With the man behind me holding me, I couldn't even fall over. They stabbed me. In the chest, in the stomach, in the back, in the arms, in the thighs, and under my nails. At some point, I'd started screaming. I wanted to die, so I decided not to scream. But the pain was too much. How many blades were stuck inside my body now? I'd long lost count. The pain was too much for me to even move. But my senses and mind weren't dulling at all. If anything, they were becoming clearer and clearer. How many times were they going to stab me? I wanted to die already. Why wasn't I dying when it hurt so much?
そんなの決まってるっしょ。
I heard Sarah's voice in my head.
妄想だからだよ。
I sighed and opened my eyes. The pain and the sensation of having something stuck in my body was gone. Instead of a line of people in front of me, the crowd had parted to form a passage for me to go through. A single road beckoning me forward. I found myself hoping that my delusion a moment ago would become reality, with the condition that I could die after being stabbed, say, 3 times, though. I couldn't handle the torture. I started to walk down the path the crowd had formed, head still blurry. The media seemed on edge, just like the rest of the crowd. There was a lot of noise, but nobody seemed to be having fun. There was none of the joy and excitement that they'd shown when I'd embarrassed myself at O-Front. They were all looking at me. Their eyes were cold and sharp. There was something akin to murder in their gaze. My hopes grew even higher. Kill me. Kill me. Kill me. Okay. Remy's passed. Remi's feelings. Yep. Voice came back to my head. It was Remi speaking, but she was saying things I never heard her say. Oh, I'm in love. Okay, even if it's creepy. There was something I had to do. Okay. He gets his D sword. Hurt me with their words. Nails. Okay, yeah. We've been through this. Are there any more delusions after this? What the fuck? Drone it. Okay, yeah, this is where Sua starts throwing those ninja stars or whatever into him. Says that ignorance was sin, but I didn't think that was true. Ignorance helped you perfect a delusion. If you were ignorant, you could expand the delusion in any direction you desired. Here's the crazy battle with the Ceratons. Well, that might be it for the delusions. Three days, 72 hours. Yeah. Shit, I can't skip this. Fuck. So after all that, I just got the same fucking ending again. Well, fuck me. Okay. Well. Now I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I guess we're gonna have to try and figure it out some more next time. I'm gonna go ahead and stop here for tonight. God, fucking sucks, dude. Shit. Same fucking ending. How the f... Okay. Alright. Well, anyway. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I will do the same thing again. Probably start with Cyberpunk and then switch to Chaos Head again. So, thanks for watching. Have a good night.